am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Hey, I'm Patrick Upino from the National Film Society, and welcome to Awesome Bad Guys, where we celebrate the greatest villains in movie and TV history. Today, we're looking at Tom Hiddleston's iconic role as Loki in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. One of the most beloved movie villains in recent years, Loki is based on the Norse god of the same name, who happens to be a master shapeshifter and trickster. Hiddleston's Loki first appeared in Thor as Thor's petulant, jealous, power-hungry brother. He initially auditioned for the role of Thor, but director Kenneth Branagh, who had previously worked with Hiddleston, decided that he would be best used as the God of Thunder's mischievous sibling. And man, Kenneth Branagh is smart. Loki has gone on to appear in not only the Thor sequels, Thor: The Dark World and Thor: Ragnarok,
I've never met this man in my life.
but also the Avengers and Avengers: Infinity War. Outside of Thanos, who was only teased in early Marvel movies, no other Marvel villain has become as critical to the MCU. What is it that makes Loki such a crowd favorite? And why does he work so well as the thorn in Thor's side? Well, first off, Loki's fun, and he has fun. Like a lot of great villains, Loki just seems to really enjoy doing what he does. Hiddleston brings a distinct, dastardly cad-like quality to the character. He has charm and wit for days. A true movie bad boy, he always seems to have a gleam in his eye and a knowingly wry smirk on his face whenever he's plotting against those around him, toying with them.
Is this not your natural state?
He's not an intimidating figure constantly scowling or brooding. He has a pure joy that isn't put on. And it's not a madman, maniacal joy. It's the joy of someone who just loves his job, scheming and creating havoc.
If it were easy, everyone would do it.
Loki's also relatable. He wants power, he wants to rule worlds, and he's willing to destroy and kill to dominate. Sure, other lesser villains have had similar visions of grandeur, but the difference with them is we don't know why, and maybe we don't care.
What more than that?
We know Loki's origin story, why he is the way he is. We see that his motives come from a place of sincere pain, which viewers can understand.
So I am no more than another stolen relic, locked up here until you might have use of me.
Hiddleston's Loki is not some one-dimensional version of evil. In fact, I wouldn't even categorize him as purely evil, because he has a depth and humanity that draws you in.
What, because I am the monster that parents tell their children about at night?
We all know the feeling of not being accepted, not being good enough, or living in another person's shadow. He's tortured. He's not solely seeking power, but also wants to be loved and accepted, both by others and himself.
I could have done it, Father! I could have done it! For you!
He's damaged, and when we see glimpses of the good in him, we think, and we hope, he can be saved. We want to see his redemption, so we can't stop watching to see if it will ever happen. He's the perfect foil for Thor. A hero is only as good as his villain, so whom better to play opposite the gregarious, muscular god of thunder than someone crafty and conniving? Thor is the boisterous jock with all the bright lights shining on him, while Loki is the pensive, observant kid waiting in the wings, hiding in the shadows. Loki counters Thor's all-around strength with his mind, a juxtaposition that makes their pairing all the more satisfying knowing the height of Thor's trust and the depths of Loki's deceit. And because of their brotherly dynamic and Thor's loyalty, there's that constant struggle, the push and pull of someone you care about who's always trying to hurt you, or in his case, trying to kill you. Loki is also a true shapeshifter in more ways than one. By nature, that's who he is. He has the ability to disguise himself as pretty much anyone, and has used this to his advantage several times. However, he also functions as a shapeshifter in the narrative structure of the MCU. He's malleable and can be molded to whatever the story needs. Throughout his body of work, Loki has filled many roles. Everything from the true villain and nemesis, to Antihero, to kind of being Thor's sidekick, to pure comic relief.
I have been falling for 30 minutes!
And with every iteration of Loki, we see more and more of who he is, who Tom Hiddleston brings to the character, rounding him out and adding a complexity and sympathy that seduces the audience and keeps us coming back for more.
I'm here.
Much like Thor, we just can't quit Loki, even if he'll probably stab us in the back the next chance he gets.
Sentiment.
What do you love about Loki? What's your favorite Loki moment? Hit me up on Twitter and let me know. Also, be sure to check out nationalfilmsociety.com, and for more videos, subscribe to IMDb's YouTube channel. And remember to always embrace your inner bad guy.